A lot of research is telling that Gen Z is looking into polyamory and they are supporting it and sort of in favor of it. What is
I don't think so, just Gen Z. I have millennials and I have, who have been in polyamory relationships for a long time. So all I ask them is like get your attachment style tested first, because most people who are in this primary, the person who starts a polyamory, most of the time they have a avoidant attachment lifestyle, attachment style. So that makes them not want to build deeper connections because of fear of abandonment. So they keep giving little here, little here, little here, little here, and the person they choose, the primary, the first partner, the primary partner who is there, and then I happen to talk to them, and no, nobody has ever told me that we have clear conversations about their dating or security. It's basic. Polyamory has worked abroad because they do have a sense of secure attachment. You need to have sense of secure attachment a lot in order to be able to be in relationships with multiple people. Do you have that, or are you doing it from the space of avoidant attachment style, or you doing it from the space of do you hate being committed or being responsible? So it triggers if somebody asks you a question. So you need to ask yourself what is the space you are coming from being in this polyamory. As far as my experience has been, I have not seen a single polyamory person, individual in therapy, who has said that it has worked for them. They might say that this is my lifestyle I want to live. Please help me so that I feel calmer.
so they're trying it out but not
Yeah,
settled.
it is
They're
not.
definitely
It is
not
not.
settled.
Then again, as we spoke before, that it is a personal choice. I'm
Yeah.
no one to say. Does it have any psychological benefits? Not at all. Maybe in the moment it is a thrill for a while. But tell me, like every time you are trying to be in a relationship with a new person, when are you going to focus on your health and family and personal relationships and your career? There's a lot, we are in a world of technology.
Yeah.
Things are pacing so faster.
Too
We
fast.
have to keep up. Now, in that pace, I'm always investing in people, new people, new people. That also will give me anxiety. It will also give me FOMO.
It'll keep you occupied, but
Yeah.
rather than focusing on greater things, you're just
Yes,
occupied in doing this thing.
yes.
And also, very interestingly, you mentioned what leads to insecure attachment. I want to understand what is the cause of that. Like, are there some reasons that people are in that situation?
There are different attachment styles like anxious avoidant, avoidant. There are these attachment styles, and they start from a early age, like
Okay.
in the first 7 years of my childhood. How my parents have shown their love and concern, what kind of relationships have I seen, what have I seen in the environment around me. That defines you what kind of attachments I will develop with the world around me.
Okay.
If I have more fear of abandonment, mostly all the attachment styles do stem from fear of abandonment. But that fear of abandonment, an anxious attachment style person can show by clinginess, by crying, by wanting your attention. But the avoidant person would show it by avoiding you.
Okay.
They're different. So we have to see what kind of attachment. So I tell people, when two people get together, I'm like, kundali chodo, attachment style dekho apna.
So that can be tested by a
Yes,
psychologist.
yes. There's a psychometry test for
Psychometry
that.
test.
You can get it tested. Like when I began,
I think that is very important before any marriage.
it's like when I began my psychology career, and I was somewhere anxious avoidant. So the minute I will get anxious, I will avoid conflict.
Okay.
So that was it's a dangerous, attachment style to have. And it took me a lot of self work to come out of that. When I will feel anxious, I will tell myself, okay, you're feeling anxious. Now you have to communicate to the other person. Tell the person you're feeling anxious. Now, why are you feeling anxious? It was like a babying yourself, reparenting yourself.
Yeah,
And
because you got that awareness. You could
Yes.
observe yourself.
Yeah.
Most of the time, we are not observing ourselves. We are just too consumed as the subject that we go with the flow.
Yeah.
Whatever is coming, just let it be.
Yes.
I think what you're mentioning is like two sides of the spectrum. Like one is avoidance and one is attaching. But we have to be somewhere in between, I guess.
See, we there is this anxious, avoidant, insecure, and secure.
Okay.
Right, there can be different forms of attachment style. So you have to see what is yours,
Okay.
and then accordingly you work on that. And you have sometimes people
What is a good attachment style?
secure.
Secure. Like say,
Secure.
you have to anyways navigate yourself
Yes,
towards a secure
towards the
attachment.
security. Yeah.
That is when you are in a stable relationship.
Yeah. That is when you stable relationship that is with yourself.
With yourself first.
Yeah,
Because
with
that is
yourself.
why they say before getting into any relationship, first improve your own relationship with yourself.
There are 3 aspects we work with. We work on with people. Number 1 is relationship with your parents. You have to resolve it. You can choose not to be with them anymore, but you have to resolve it. Let go, acceptance, forgiveness karna padega. Second is relationship with yourself. You have to develop a healthy relationship, secure relationship with yourself. Then relationship with rejection, because there is going to be abandonment and rejection. How do you deal with that? So these 3 are very important.
So when people are like this, to get into that awareness, because what you're talking about is something very few people have. People are bothered and stressed and anxious because this is happening unknowingly. This is something they realize, I think, very, very late in life, when the problems have maybe escalated to a very high level. So what do you have any suggestions for people? When can they start exploring this? Maybe during their dating period or something? Because see, this is something which is very important and should be a part of dating life also. Otherwise you're starting wrong, and then you never know where you are leading yourself.
Absolutely. I always tell people there is no age as such. You should always, whenever you become aware of it, start working on yourself. But if institutes, if the education becomes, accessible around teenage, that's a perfect age, because that is the time when you start developing crushes and start falling in love and get your heartbreaks, start choosing new partners. So if it is accessible that time, it's amazing. Okay, this is my attachment style. Now I have a tendency of choosing a person based on my anxiety, right? So we can definitely work on that.
So first of all, you get to know yourself, and then you understand the other person that you're getting in a relationship with, and then you build that bond further. Hi, thank you for watching till the end. I hope you really liked the video. Please do comment below and tell us your feedback, and also tell us the guests that you would like to have on the show. We will definitely try and invite them and have on the show to discuss different aspects of well-being. Also, please do not forget to like, subscribe and share, because that helps us to reach out to more and more people to have the impact that we are working for. Thank you very much.